Hi friends, so before we jump into today's video, I didn't think it'd be right to post this without putting a little thing in it. What's going on in today's world is really sad. My heart hurts. I care about people wholeheartedly, and the fact that these things are happening are unexcusable, and people need to be held accountable for their actions. And I hope that change is coming. So you guys know I try to keep this channel pretty lighthearted and upbeat, but certain things need to be said. I will leave some different links down below where you can donate. If you don't have the ability to donate right now, I know funding can be tough, especially with the pandemic and unemployment and all those things. I think just doing what you can, speaking up if you see something that's not right, is really important. But just know my heart goes out to everyone. I've always been raised to treat others the way you wish to be treated, and the fact that we're still dealing with these things in today's society is unacceptable, is unexcusable, and it's just sad. So yeah, I want to put that little disclaimer in before we jump into today's video, but just know my heart goes out to everyone. Hi friends, so I'm back this week to talk to you guys because Walt Disney World is opening. And what does that mean for you? But before we get into this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe and that like. Don't forget to show some love down below in the comments, and let's get into it. So Walt Disney World is reopening. Wow. And I know I did a video last week about how Universal was reopening on June 1st. Well, June 5th to the public. Disney has announced and has been approved for Disney World to start reopening on July 11th. On July 11th, both Disney's Magic Kingdom and Disney's Animal Kingdom will reopen. And on July 15th, Disney's EPCOT and Disney's Hollywood Studios, I almost called it MGM Studios, will reopen, which will be exactly 4 months to the day they closed. That's a lot. The biggest thing you need to know is that right now they are not currently taking any ticket sales, hotel sales. They've canceled all Disney dining plans. They've canceled all fast passes. They've canceled all Disney dining reservations. And to get into the park, not only must you have a valid ticket, you must have a reservation. So they're doing it basically the exact same way they did Shanghai, which is what I predicted. When all the bubbling started happening, saying that Disney was going to submit their reopening plans, part of me thought it might be sooner. But honestly, I didn't think it would be before July 4th. July 4th is a big holiday for Disney. They get a lot of people coming. Normally the entire Main Street gets blocked down on the 3rd and the 4th, because they do their fireworks displays on the 3rd and the 4th. So honestly, there's no way to social distance with that many people. And I think they made a good decision by not opening before that. The other thing about the parks reopening is there will be no parades. There will be no fireworks shows. So anything that draws, I'm reading this from the Disney Parks website, I'll leave it down below, or the Disney Parks blog website. I'll leave that link down below. But it says, this phased reopening will demonstrate a deliberate approach with limits on attendance and controlled guest density that aligns with guidance on physical distancing. This means certain experiences we know draw a large group gathering, such as parades and nighttime spectaculars, will return at a later date. In addition, high-touch experiences such as makeover opportunities, playgrounds, and character meet and greets will remain temporarily unavailable, but characters will still be in our parks to entertain and delight our guests. So what that means to me is, first let's talk about the nighttime spectaculars and parade. So nothing Epcot Forever, Happily Ever After, Star Wars, Galactic Spectacular. None of those things are going on. I don't believe Fantasmic will be happening because that's like a big crowd. And I don't think you can social distance during it. I could be wrong. Obviously, nothing's been announced. Like, no specifics have been announced yet. But I can't imagine them doing Fantasmic. They might, but I doubt it. High-touch experiences, such as makeover opportunities. That's Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and a Pirates League. So those will be unavailable. I've also heard that certain tours and things like that will be, will have reduced capacity. So like Wild Africa Trek and things like that. I've also been following along with Carlye Wisel. I feel really bad. I don't know how to say her name. Carlye Wisel. If you don't follow her already, she is a travel slash theme park. She is a travel slash theme park blogger, but she also does freelance work for different channels. And so she works in like direct correlation. She's been on social media daily, keeping people updated with everything going on. Same with Disney Food Blog. I'll leave them both down, their Instagrams, the Instagram to Carlye and the Disney Food Blog, as well as the Disney Food Blog's website. They are phenomenal resources and give out accurate information, which I love. And they're really good about like updating people. If you follow me on my social media, I've shared Carlye's posts before because they're very informative and comprehensive. They haven't said anything about the water parks, which is kind of interesting considering when Disney did their proposal, SeaWorld actually went right before them, and SeaWorld talked about reopening Aquatica and SeaWorld. They have also gotten approved. They will be opening on June 11th to guest. But it's interesting that they haven't mentioned anything about the water parks. I actually got a email from Disney as an annual pass holder saying like, we're going to be trying to do, or we're going to be doing pass holder previews, which would be great. And the reason why they canceled all the FastPass reservations. So as I mentioned, Disney is not selling any theme park admission right now. And in the like email I got from them, it says, however, unfortunately new measures have come to require us to cancel any FastPass Plus selections you've made. I cannot talk today. I'm so sorry. So the email says you will have access to the theme park reservation system before new tickets are sold to other guests. There's nothing to do at this time. We'll be contacting you with details at this new system. At this time, while systems update, we're temporarily suspending all modifications. However, you have the option of canceling your entire reservation. I don't have any reservations because I'm local, but they've also said if you do have a hotel reservation, you will be guaranteed admission. You'll actually get the ability to book reservations before annual pass holders, which at first I was kind of annoyed, but then I realized how like, I was like, okay, fair, makes sense. I'd be annoyed too if I was on property and couldn't go to a park because an annual pass holder had a reservation. But there's so much information coming out, I can't even keep up with it. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I heard today that Disney's at Epcot, the World Showcase will actually be staffed with just people from like local current Disney employees throughout the World Showcase instead of internationals. I assume that's because the ban is still on and you can't really get in and out of the US easily, and visas aren't being approved from what I've heard, and it'll change, but for the time being right now it's just going to be normal cast members staffing those roles throughout the World Showcase. So it'll definitely be different, but it'll be a change. It's not forever, thankfully. So probably the biggest thing I should have mentioned is what you have to do. So coming to the parks, you will be required to wear a face mask and have your temperature checked. it's just like Disney Springs. I'm not surprised. They did mention something called relaxation zones where you'll be able to go and like take your mask off for a little bit. I don't know how they're gonna do that though. Can't really do it with too many people, but how do you manage that? I have no idea how they're gonna do it. I have full faith that Disney will be able to though. They also talked about social distancing squad. So the social distancing squad actually like came out with the Disney Springs reopening. It's basically people there to nicely like tell you like, keep your mask on, stay 6 feet apart, keep moving. I imagine it's like the people during the parades were like, come on, keep moving, keep moving. But I did get to see them a few times around Disney Springs. They were really, you know, uppity. But yeah, what do I think about this? Honestly, I don't know enough to really comment on it. However, I was watching 2 different like news interviews with Bob Chapek, the new CEO and president of the Walt Disney Company, and he mentioned something that I found very interesting. So as of let me find the rate info. So as of late, Shanghai Disneyland, which I don't know what the comparison is to these parks. I know it's a lot bigger than Disneyland, but I don't know what it is in comparison to Disney World. But it said in Shanghai, he said in Shanghai, they're running about 20,000 people capacity at 3 feet apart, which is mandated by the Chinese government. And I'm over here like, well, if they're running 3 feet apart at 20,000 people, that's 10,000 people at 6 feet apart. That's like an after hours party, if not less. That's crazy. But yeah, I don't really know what to think. I don't think there's enough information out. I'm very the type, I try not to form an opinion until I actually do it. The fact that they're opening in July is pretty crazy considering the face mask. It's gonna be hot. But it'll be like, I think I said this in an earlier video, but if you don't have to be out during this, or you don't feel safe, or you're afraid of getting anything, or if you are immunocompromised, don't put yourself out there to go to the park. I am not surprised that they decided to open with Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. Due to their size, I feel like those are the 2 parks that you can easily social distance in to begin with, especially with reduced capacity. Very interested to see how that goes. I'm also interested to see what happens with Rise of the Resistance, considering when you originally you had, and I'll link my video up in the card and down below, but you'd have to get there super early, get a reservation, and then like go on your day. So if they're reducing capacity by that much, are they going to make you social, just get in a normal standby line, or are they going to, like, how is that going to work? I don't know. I have no idea. I love like logistics and knowing how things work, and I wish I could be a fly in the wall, just absorb as much info. So yeah, that wraps up our video for today. Leave it down below what you think about Disney and the theme parks reopening, and what you think they're gonna do about like Rise of the Resistance. I'm curious to hear y'all's like input on it. But leave any questions or comments you have down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Show some love. Hit me up on my social media. I try to share anytime there's a new update. I automatically share it out on my Instagram. I love Instagram. I don't post on like the main feed very often, but Instagram stories is my jam. I love it. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. And this is Bridgette's Buzz.